Chapter 2 Components of Food. In previous chapter, we made lists of the food items that we eat. We also identified food items eaten in different parts of India and marked these on its map. In general, our food consists of milk and milk products, cereals like wheat and rice, pulses like green gram moong and pigeon pea, sugar, oil, ghee, eggs, fish and meat. What do different food items contain? We know that each dish is generally made up of one or more ingredients, which we get from animals or plants. These ingredients contain some components that are necessary for our body. These components are called nutrients. The main nutrients in our food are named as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. In addition, food contains dietary fibers and water, which are also necessary for our body. Do all meals contain all these nutrients? With some easy methods, we can check whether cooked food or an uncooked ingredient contains one or more of these nutrients. The inspections for presence of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are easier to do as compared to the inspections for other nutrients. Let's do these inspections and record all our observations in Table B. For carrying out these inspections, you will require solutions of iodine, copper sulfate, and caustic soda. You will also require a few test tubes and a dropper. Try these tests on cooked food items as well as raw materials. Table B shows you a direction to record the observations from these inspections. Some food items are given in this table. You can operate the inspections either with these food items or any other present food items. Do these tests very carefully and do not try to taste any chemical. If the needed solutions are not present in ready-made form, your teacher can prepare them as given in the box below. Let us start by testing various eatable items to check if they have carbohydrates. There are many types of carbohydrates. The Maynard dilute solution of iodine can be prepared by adding a few drops of tincture iodine to a test tube half filled with water. Copper sulfate solution can be prepared by dissolving 2 g of copper sulfate in 100 ml of water. 10 grams of caustic soda dissolved in 100 milliliters of water makes the required solution of caustic soda. Carbohydrates found in our meal are in the genre of starch and sugars. We can simply test if an eatable item contains starch. Test for protein. Take the food item in a test tube if it is a solid item. First make a paste of it and add some water 5-10 drops to it. Shake the test tube well. Add 2-3 drops of copper sulfate solution and then 10-12 drops of sodium hydroxide caustic soda solution to the test tube. Shake well. Allow it to stand for a few minutes. What do you see? Did the contents of the test tube turn violet? A violet color indicates presence of proteins in the food item. Now you can repeat this test on other eatable items. Test for fats. Take a small amount of a food item. Wrap it in a small piece of paper and chafe it. Take care that the paper does not tear. Now straighten the paper and review it carefully. Does it have an oily patch? Clasp the paper in front of the light. Are you able to see the light mistily through this patch? An oily patch on paper indicates that the eatable item have fat. The food items may sometimes contain a little amount of water. Therefore, after you have rubbed an item on paper, let the paper dry for a while. If there were any water that may have come from eatable item, it would dry up after some time. If no oily patch shows up after this, the eatable item does not consist any fat. What do these tests show? Are fats, proteins, and starch exists in all the eatable items that you inspected? Does an eatable item have more than one nutrient? Do you find any eatable item that does not have any of these nutrients? We inspected food items for three nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. There are also several nutrients like vitamins and minerals that are exist in various food items. Why do we require all these nutrients? What do various nutrients do for our body? Carbohydrates mainly gives energy to our body. Fats also provide us energy. Indeed, fats give much more energy as compared to the same quantity of carbohydrates. Foods having fats and carbohydrates are also called energy-giving foods. Proteins are required for the growth and repair of our body. Foods containing proteins are generally called body-building foods. Vitamins help in defending our body against diseases. Vitamins also help in making our eyes, bones, teeth, and gums healthy and stronger. Vitamins are of various types known by several names. Some of these are vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and K. There is also a group of vitamins known as vitamin B complex. Our body required all types of vitamins in small amounts. Vitamin A makes our skin and eyes stronger. Vitamin C helps body to fight against several diseases. Vitamin D helps our body to use calcium for bones and teeth. Eatables that are rich in different vitamins are shown alongside. Minerals are required by our body in small quantities. Each one is necessary for better and proper growth of body and to maintain good health. Few sources of various minerals are shown in fig alongside. Most eatable items, generally, have more than one nutrient. You may have noticed this at the time of noting down your observations in Table B. However, in a given raw material, one peculiar nutrient may be exist in much larger amount than in others. For instance, rice has more carbohydrates than other nutrients. Thus, we can say that rice is a carbohydrate-rich source of food. Besides these nutrients, our body needs dietary fibers and water. Dietary fibers are also known as roughage. Fiber has no nutritive value, yet it is needed by our body as it performs the following functions: prevents constipation, assists in the process of digestion, helps to get rid of undigested food. Roughage is provided by the plant products in our foods. Its main sources are vegetables, carrots, cabbage, fruit, apples, peaches, whole grains, wheat, rice, and pulses, beans. Water helps our body parts to soak up nutrients from meal. It also assists in throwing out some wastes from our body as urine and sweat. Normally, we get most of the water that our body requires from the liquids we drink, such as water, soda, milk, and tea. In addition, we mix water to most cooked foods also. Let's see if there is any other source which gives water to our body. Balanced diet. The food we normally consume in a day is called our diet. Our diet must contain sufficient quantities of different components of food nutrients for the growth and maintenance of good health. Lack or deficiency of one or the other nutrient in the food leads to poor health. A diet containing all the nutrients in adequate quantities is known as a balanced diet. Do you think that people of all ages need the same type of diet? Do you also think that what we need for a balanced diet would depend on the amount of physical work that we do? Make a chart of whatever you eat over a period of a week. Examine whether all the nutrients described are exist in one or the other. Eatable items being eaten within a day or so: pulses, groundnut, soybean, sprouted seeds, Moong and Bengal gram, fermented foods, South Indian foods such as idlis, combination of flours, misi roti, thepla made from cereals and pulses, banana, spinach, sattu, jaggery, available vegetables and other such foods gives many nutrients. Therefore, one can eat a balanced diet without expensive eatable materials. Eating the right kind of food is not enough. It should also be cooked well so that its nutrients are not vanished. Are you familiar that some nutrients get lost in the procedure of cooking and preparations? If the vegetables and fruits are washed after cutting or peeling them, it may become an outcome for the deficiency of some vitamins. The peels of many vegetables and fruits have vitamins and minerals. Similarly, repeated washing of rice and pulses may remove some vitamins and minerals which exist in them. We all know that cooking increases the taste of meal and makes it easier to digest. At the same time, cooking also results in the deficiency of certain nutrients. Many useful proteins and considerable quantities of minerals are lost if extra water is used at the time of cooking and is then thrown away. Vitamin C gets easily destroyed by heat during cooking. Would it not be sensible to include some fruits and raw vegetables in our diet? Sumit thought that fats would be the best meals to eat all the time. A bowl of fat will give more energy than a bowl of carbohydrate-rich food, isn't it? So he ate nothing but meal rich in fats, fried food such as samosa and puri, snacks, malai, rabdi, and peda sweets. Do you think he was right? No, of course not. It can be very harmful for us to eat extra fat-rich foods, and we may end up suffering from a condition called obesity, deficiency diseases. A person may be getting enough food to eat, but sometimes the food may not contain a particular nutrient. If this continues over a long period of time, the person may suffer from its deficiency. Diseases which occur due to the deficiency of one or more essential nutrients in the diet are called deficiency diseases. If a person does not get enough proteins in his or her food for a long time, he or she is likely to have stunted growth, swelling of face, discoloration of hair, skin diseases, and diarrhea. If the diet is lack in both carbohydrates and proteins for a long time, the growth may stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and so weak that he or she may not even be able to move. Lack of different vitamins and minerals may also occur certain diseases or disorders. Some of these are mentioned in table C. All deficiency diseases can be prevented by eating a balanced diet. In this chapter, we asked ourselves the reason why widely various food from various areas had a similar distribution. This distribution, we find, ensures that our food have a balance of the different nutrients required by our body.